The hottest commodity in the internet world right now is ChatGPT, an AI tool that can write anything for you. Sounds great for your content creation, right? But I would not recommend letting it write your blog posts for you or anything that's longer content. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why. Hi, my name is Natalie and I help creative entrepreneurs create money-making content that leads to fabulous products and services. Today, we're talking about new ways to do content creation and how ChatGPT is changing content creation and why you have to be careful with how you use it and what you can use it for. By the end of this video, you will be able to use ChatGPT to make your content more inspired and make it faster. ChatGPT is not the only AI tool out there. There are many AI tools slowly conquering this world. There are tools to design things for you or write things for you. However, ChatGPT is taking the world by storm because it looks like it can just about write anything for you. So logically, creative entrepreneurs and other busy business owners are thinking, yes, we can use this for our content creation. Why wouldn't we want to make it simpler on ourselves? And yes, ChatGPT can make your content creation easier. But there are some things you want to keep in mind. ChatGPT uses data sources to come up with its answers and its written content for you. It can deduct and use probability to think that things are similar. So if it knows a lot about topic A and you want to write something about topic B, it might say, hey, I know these characteristics about A and the probability of it being similar to B are great, so I will just use the things that I know about A to write about B. The thing is, ChatGPT doesn't tell you that it's using probability and even what the percentage of probability is. The things that it might write might not actually be factual. Because it uses other data sources, it's other people's content and information that it's using to make the new content. It's their inspiration. It's their information, at least as a base. As far as I know, it cannot come up with completely new content, new information that it doesn't have any data for. And so you're always reiterating what other people have said in a way it's already been said in. ChatGPT doesn't know your audience like you do. If you don't give it very specific prompts to write for a specific audience, the content it might come up with lacks engagement and relevancy for your audience. We will get back to those prompts at the end of this video. Google does not like AI generated content. It considers it a lot of times as spam. It sees it as thin content, content that hasn't got much value. And so if you're using ChatGPT to write blog posts to improve your SEO, it might actually do the opposite. Any AI is not a human. Yes, that sounds very obvious. But that's also part of a problem with AI. It cannot replace human experience. ChatGPT is not a human. So it will be really difficult for an AI tool to come up with things that need human experience. It cannot pick one tool over another based on your specific situation, for instance. It can only give you the facts. Okay, so now you're thinking, Natalie, it doesn't sound like you like ChatGPT at all. And that's not true. I love using ChatGPT or other AI writing tools when it comes to spark inspiration or help me make my content. I just don't recommend letting it write a whole blog post for you or any other form of long content. So here are some ways I would really recommend using an AI tool like ChatGPT to spark inspiration and help you write. Ever have trouble coming up with ideas for your blog post? Though I recommend using my content tree, which I will link up here, ChatGPT is a great way to come up with ideas for your blog post as well. And you might even combine both of those. You can ask ChatGPT to come up with blog post ideas around a certain topic, or ask it to come up with relevant related topics to the topic that you were talking about. For instance, I could ask ChatGPT, what are some blog posts I can write about AI and content creation? Or what are some related topics to using automation in content creation? What's so great about this is that it can actually help you come up with several blog posts that are related to each other and you can link internally. And that is great for SEO. Don't use all the topics that ChatGPT comes up with. Use your thoughts and ideas to pick the ones that fit you, your business, your audience, and that make a nice set of blog posts together. You can let ChatGPT come up with the talking points of your blog post. And that's a tip I've already given to quite a few of my clients. It can spark inspiration and make you think of something you hadn't thought about yet. For instance, I could ask, what are the reasons people love to visit Norway? And see if it comes up with anything that I haven't thought of yet. I would recommend doing this after you thought about it yourself already, as ChatGPT can't come up with original thoughts, as we talked about before. So use it to help you add things to your thought process, not instead. And always use your judgment whether or not you agree with a point or whether you want to add that point. This is one of my favorite ways to use an AI writing tool. Let it come up with your titles. I am not a big fan of writing titles. I think it's hard to do, I think it's tedious, but I know it's important. And we're both talking video titles like this one or titles for my blog post. And I love that ChatGPT can help me with that. It makes it easier to brainstorm a lot of different titles and then use that to spark an idea for the final blog post title or video title. I even used ChatGPT to come up with titles for this video. And here's what I came up with. Did I use any of these titles directly? No. But I did use them to spark inspiration for the title. Another way is to let the tool find great quotes in your blog post for your social media content. You can post your whole blog post in ChatGPT and say, find 5 quotes in this text. And ChatGPT will find the best quotes for you and you can use that for your social media posts. Talking about social media, you can also let ChatGPT come up with quotes around a certain topic. So you can ask it to come up with quotes about marketing, for instance, and then use that in your social media content. Now, when I said that I don't let ChatGPT or any IA tool write my whole content for me, there is one exception. We were talking long form content after all. So one of the things I love using AI for is writing the short descriptions to my pins. This is something very specific that needs keywords and needs to be a certain amount of length. AI is so much better at that than I am. I always re-edit the end result though and make it sound more like me. But it helps me so much to let it write stuff like that. When you want to get the best results of ChatGPT, it is important to think about the language that you're using. I'm not talking about Dutch or English or French or Spanish or anything. It's about the prompts that you give ChatGPT to come up with the best results. The more specific your prompt is, the better your results will be. The more specific your results will be. Try asking your questions as follows. Give me a specific number of ideas for what you need it for, about specific topic meant for your audience. So by asking it to give you ideas about a specific topic for a specific audience, it's more directly related to what you need it for. So I can say, what are the reasons people want to visit Norway? Or I can say, give me 5 reasons why people in a motorhome want to visit Norway. This is a far more specific question. Another way to ask a question is to write a clear and engaging specific thing like call to action for your topic, or provide a number of SEO blog titles for a topic with a specific tone of voice. And don't forget that you can also ask follow-up questions to the results that you get. ChatGPT will, within one chat, remember what it talked about, so you can ask follow-up questions. Like if I would have asked what are the reasons people love to visit Norway, I can follow up with specify this for people that own a motorhome. And now the answers will become more specific to motorhome traveling. So by using the best prompts, you will get the best results. And one way to think about what prompts you want to use is to think about the 6 different types of content there are. And if you want to learn all about the 6 different types of content there are to attract the right people to your business, check out the download that I have for free about these 6 types. You can find it in the description below. And if you want 9 ways to come up with content ideas for your blog posts, videos, social media, check out this video, and I will see you over there.